Okay, folks, so part two. So we're going to talk a little bit more about our quadratic. So here I have y equals x squared. This is the most basic quadratic. We call this the parent. And if you notice that the vertex here crosses at 0, 0. Okay? So this is very important. When you're graphing, I said you can graph in any of the three forms. But the vertex form, the third form, is actually the easiest because it identifies where this vertex is going to be at and how the graph has to move around to where it's going to end up. So let's say I take my y equals x squared and I put a plus 3 at the end. So watch what changes. Now our original is red, our new one's going to be blue. So let me zoom in just a little bit here. Look what happened. So it originally was at 0, 0. Now it's at 0, 3. It moved up 3 spots. What do you think will happen if I changed it to a minus 3? That's right. It moved down. So putting a plus at the end moves it up. Putting a minus at the end moves it down. And that number at the end is the y coordinate for our vertex. So move up or down. We can also move left or right. We do that by putting parentheses around the x, and then we can put a plus or minus in the parentheses. But what do you think happens when I put a plus 3? It's not up, it's not down, it's not right, it is left. This is counterintuitive. And people think that because it's a plus 3, you're going to move over to positive 3. But it's backwards. Positives move it to the left. So a minus 3 would move it to the right. Okay? So it's very careful on that, but we can move it up, down, left, right. We can even do a combination. So negative 3 means move to the right 3, and plus 4 up 4. So to the right 3, up 4, and there's our vertex. Some other changes we can make is we can put a number in front of the x squared. So putting a number here in the a spot changes the width of our graph, of our quadratic. So a number that is bigger than 1 will make it skinnier, where a number less than 1 will make it wider. Something I don't know if I mentioned or not now that I can't remember, but this graph, the shape is called a parabola. So if I hear that word, I'm just talking about the shape of our quadratic. And the last thing we can do is we can put a negative in front of our x squared term, and that will flip the graph upside down. So negative, I will do negative 2x plus 1 minus 3. And we can describe our changes based on the equation by itself. The negative made it flip. The 2 made it more narrow. The plus 1 in the parentheses moved it to the left 1. And the minus 3 moved it down 3. So it goes from the red, the original, to the blue here. All done just by writing an equation. Okay? So there is an assignment. The instructions are on Google Classroom. There's a code that you need to use to access the assignment. You do not have to sign in, just type your name. And you only have to do numbers 1 through 8. You can stop after 8. If you want to try the rest, that's great, but you will not lose points if you stop at 8. Okay, well, hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and if you need anything, don't forget that you can message me, Google Classroom, email, text. So I'm available if you need me. Thanks. I'll talk to you later. Bye.